Good day, global crypto enthusiasts. This is 88 Fantastic coming to you Tuesday, August 8th, 2019. First thing I have to ask is, what the hell happened to my 12K when I went to bed last night? Actually, have a look at this chart. We currently see a live price at 11,716, which is still very, very healthy. Just look at this chart because we're going to go into this through some of our articles here, and we're going to talk about trading today. We're going to talk about day traders, swing traders, long-term investors. Which one are you? Which one am I? What are we doing? How are you setting yourself up? We got a couple of new articles to go through, some actually really good news to talk about here today. And I've got to open up this video because we are going to talk about money and investing today. This is a disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is 88's own way of showing you how he's playing in this market right now. And as always, do your own due diligence before you ever enter this market and invest a dollar of your hard-earned money into anything. And my number one rule in this space, as always, please always double check that address bar before you hit that enter button. Once it's in cyberspace, people, it's gone. It's gone. All right, so let's have a look at the market here. And as we seen last night, the price of Bitcoin had previously, when we had approached $11,000, we had bounced off it roughly four times for sure, maybe 5 times, met some resistance before we blew through 11,000. Last night at 12K, there was no resistance. The resistance was at 11,940, 950, and after it went from 11,950 and actually broke through there, it went straight up to about 12.2, and it fought between 12.1 and 12.2 for about 3 hours or so. And then, as we see, there was no resistance going at the 12K. So for me, this is not a flash crash. This was a test. The big wallets wanted to come in and see what would happen when they bounced it past 12K and they met absolutely no resistance. Then they let it run for a couple of hours and realized no one was going to test them. Then they sold it back out. So now they know they've got no resistance at 12K right now. So let's actually get into some of this news first, and then we're going to talk about trading, portfolios, and where we all stand in the market right now. Don't want to read too much of these articles because we would be here for an awfully long time. Every article today is going to be over at cointelegraph.com. I tried some of the other places today, but nobody's really got anything up. They must all have August long weekend hangovers. This article is U.S. Federal Reserve launching payment system, crypto bulls nonplussed. I wish they would have used another word than nonplussed. What they're basically saying in this article is the crypto bull, anybody that's got money is pissed off right now, basically. So as the article goes, they're going to try and open up their own payment system when we've already got everything in the crypto world is already set up for this. So again, this goes into my crypto conspiracies. The payment system is called FedNow and will be reportedly launched in 2023, 2024. To tell me that's going to be launched that long into the future, which is still 3 more years to 4 more years in the crypto market, there will be at least 10 more that'll be better than whatever the U.S. government's trying to come up. And again, to me, these are one of those things where they're literally buddy behind closed doors. Everyone's just trying to get their mitts and they're trying to keep the old boys' money. They don't want you and me having our own money so we can dictate what we actually want to buy with our own money. That's what it really comes down to. That, to me, it's absolutely sickening. Next article over here is North Korea steals $2 billion in cryptocurrency exchanges, says the United Nations. Where is the article down here? South Korea appears to be a specific target. However, the most recent involving a phishing email scam in which hackers masqueraded as a major trading platform, Upbit. At the same time, the FBI reiterated the UN view that North Korea was deliberately stealing money in order to counter the effects of international sanctions. Oh my God, missing T sucks. Sanctions. Okay, so let's talk about that for 2 seconds. And why does it come down to where somebody has to hack somebody in order to have something? When you are as sanctioned as hard as North Korea is, you gotta, regardless if you love or hate it, you gotta ask yourself, at what point in your lifetime have you been hammered so hard by a foreign entity that you actually have to do something to fight back? In my current city, we talk about the amount of shootings, and it's so gross to talk about, the amount of shootings that are ramping up in my city due to poverty and uneducation. And I tell people, what are those people supposed to do? They have no education, they've got no government support, they've got no community support, and at what point do people actually start to fucking fight back and start surviving? We're human beings. We are built to survive and to want. We're not built to sit back idly and let people squash us. So again, over at another awesome article over here, again with the Cointelegraph.com, Bitfinex New York Attorney General case, injunction extended. What's next? This article is severely long. You're going to have to come and go through this yourself itself. It just basically talks about everything that we've been talking about on the channel with this as well. If Bitfinex gets let off the hook, everything remains status quo, and they're talking about what does it mean, what is the damage if it actually happens. And I still believe if iFinex and Bitfinex Tether all get hammered through this out in the next court proceedings, I still think it's going to be bad and good on both ways. The bad initially will be the people that got into the market in Tether and they're not really sure what's going on, and they're just going to exit the market, which will result in a brief crash, maybe 2 to 3 days type of thing. But honestly, I think it will ramp up the market right after that and put us on an enormous bull run due to the fact that there's so much people that hide in Tether constantly. It would force them out and put that money into a market. Maybe it'll go into PAX, maybe it'll go into TUSD, maybe it'll go into Gemini Coin, who knows, but it'll go into something other than just sitting in Tether itself. All right, our last article of the day is Bitcoin price flash crashes by $700 in minutes back to $1,200. So again, that's why I wanted to look at this chart. To me, they look at it, they wake up and they think, oh, it's flash crash. It's not. It wasn't a flash crash. It was just a massive sell-off because there was no resistance. There was no testing mark. To me, this was a test for the bulls. So maybe at some point, who knows how long it could be till we hit 12 grand again. It actually might be a little bit. Who knows? It could be later today. I highly doubt it. But now they know there is no resistance at 12K. So the next time we blow through 12K, we should actually, crossing our fingers, we should actually hold through that. All right, so that's it for that article over there. There's a couple of more interesting things over here at Cointelegraph if you want to come and check them out. Where are we going down here? Right here. I love this one here. Grocery involved in nearly half of all DLT supply chain products. Absolutely fantastic. That's where you got to give your thumbs up and a pat in the back to a company like Crypto.com, CryptoChain.com. They were really the first to get it going in Australia in early July. Facebook hires former aide to the U.S. Senate, Mike Crapo, to lobby for Libra. I mean, that thing just needs to fucking die already. I've said it on my channel the first time I heard about the Facebook thing, and I have not wavered on it. I've said a million times, the media and the FOMO that comes out of the announcement is what's going to draw everybody in. Everything that Facebook and its coin have to do with money and cryptocurrency itself is a complete scam, complete fucking fraud, and all it's doing is making the rich that are already rich even more wealthy than they already are, and they're trying to really suppress the North American crypto buyers right now by literally trying to limit your options only into American buying right now, and it's absolutely sickening. It's not what cryptocurrency is. It's not what the communities are all about. We're all about open source projects, open ledger technology, open sharing. That's why it's so limited and being held back in so many places is because of those three things I just said. Don't forget, everybody in power has been in power. Their families have had money for so bloody long. Why would they want to give it up? Plain and simple. All right, do we got anything else over here that we want to talk about? Oh, this one here. Over 50% of Morgan Creek founder Anthony Pomplianos' net worth is in BTC. I watched his debate with Peter Schiff the other day. I like this guy. I like Peter Schiff too. Peter Schiff is one of those two-faced cocksuckers. You know the fucker owns a shitload of Bitcoin. He will just never admit it because he's so rich in gold right now. But I really like Anthony's his arguments, but again, I just don't think a guy like him is the face for crypto. His arguments are too grade schoolish. He's too nice of a guy. Eric Voorhees is in the same boat, but Eric's arguments are right to the point, and he doesn't mind taking jabs at people. Whereas Anthony tries. Everybody that's coming into this market right now and representing cryptocurrency is trying to be the nice guy. Where they should be coming out and just saying, you know what, your fucking fiat dollar sucks, your government sucks, you're a bunch of scammers, and through crypto, it's virtually impossible to do that. But nobody does that yet, so who knows? What else do we got here? And that is it for the news. Okay, so let's get on to something a little bit different here for you guys. We wanted to talk about trading, day trading, the whole bit here. So we're going to give you the Google definitions of these, and I'll give you the cryptocurrency definitions of these, and then we'll talk about portfolios before we get out of here. So what is a day trader? Day trading is speculation in securities, specifically buying and selling financial instruments within the same day of trading, such that all positions are closed before the market closes for the trading day. Okay, so day trading in the cryptocurrency market is almost identical. What they're missing in here is, because cryptocurrency does not close, we're open 24/7, is day trading in cryptocurrency. If you're that guy that's at your PC or your laptop, you might have a piss bottle, you might have a catheter and a piss bottle hooked up because you're not leaving your laptop. If you're a day trader on your phone, that phone does not leave your hand the whole day. Whether you're at work, sitting on the toilet taking a deuce, that phone does not leave you because you're not willing to leave your eyeballs from that chart. That's what a day trader in the cryptocurrency market is. Swing trading. Swing trading is a speculative trading strategy in financial markets where a tradable asset is held for between 1 and several days in an effort to profit from price changes or price swings. This is what I am. I'm number 2 and number 3. I'm a swing trader and I'm a long-term investor. I started trading here just recently in early July, and it's actually going quite well, but the amount of time you got to sit and wait, whereas the day trader, they're in, they're out. They usually don't sit into something more than really 15, 20 minutes type of thing. Usually it's even a lot quicker, whereas a swing trader, you might get in early, you might make a trade that day, but more than likely you're waiting anywhere from 3-4 days up to maybe 10 days or so before you actually start to make a really good swing trade, and that's what I do. Long-term investment. Long-term investment is an account on the asset side of a company or person's balance sheet that represents the company or person's investments, including stocks, bonds, real estate, and cash. Long-term investments are assets that a company intends to hold for more than a year. Okay, so for me personally, my long-term investment, I started studying this space in October of 2017. My family game plan was always to acquire as much as I could through dollar cost averaging, and my game plan was to let everything sit until June of 2020. My original plan is still the same. Everything I've invested into all goes into mesh into the Bitcoin period for the Bitcoin halving. I'm also signed up in 1 or 2 smart contracts where you lock up your cryptocurrency for a set date. I locked up a lot of my stuff in really early 2018 when the market was sitting at 100, 120, and I locked that up also for May and June of 2020 for the Bitcoin halving. So my long-term projection has always been the same. I really don't care what the price of anything is right now, except for my swing trading, of course, and my actual long-term portfolio, which I'm actually going to show you guys here right now, is meant to stay until 2020. So right here, this is me. This is my long-term portfolio. These 5 projects here, I've been dollar cost averaging in myself since April 1st of 2018, and none of these coins will even be touched, traded, or even moved in any way, shape, or form. I'll start thinking about it right after the Bitcoin halving. So these 5 here represent 75% of my actual portfolio. The other 25% is a bunch of mix and mash of alternative coins that still haven't even gotten any love since April of last. Like I'm not ashamed to admit it. I'm getting punished on some of those altcoins still, as I'm sure the vast majority of the market is. So we had started our portfolio originally with 21 coins, and now I'm actually down to 13. So those 5 will stay in my portfolio forever. Again, Nexo, awesome. I'm a part of the loyalty bonus. I've never actually transacted out of my wallet. Every bit of Nexo I've had is constantly gone into my wallet. So August 15th, I will get the 10% loyalty bonus as well as the secondary holders bonus as well. So yeah, my goal with the other coins, of those 21, I'm now down to 13. I've traded out of 8 of them, and every time I trade out, I'm getting into a stable coin, waiting for the next dips, buying in, holding, and waiting. And my eventual plan with those last 8 coins to get down is to basically trade everything. And I want to be in more Bitcoin, and I want to be in more Ethereum. So there we've got our price of Bitcoin there, still, hovering over 11.7, which is really awesome, because when you really think about it, it was only a few days ago we were fighting between that 10,001 and 10,008 mark for about a week or so. So very happy with the progress of what the actual market is actually seeing. Let's see if we got any decent, you know what, the movers aren't going to, well, let's see who we got here. Aurora, 11%. Decred, we talked about yesterday and the day before. They had an awesome announcement with Komodo the other day. And again, something like Komodo, again, another one you may not have seen in the last little while, something like Aeon. Now, why do those projects constantly still getting crushed, being as solid as they are? They don't have the trading pairs. These are things that also people aren't really paying attention to, is your actual trading pairs. If your trading pair in your coin is only Bitcoin and Ethereum, and your value of your coin, it's definitely going backwards. Now, why? It's not because your project sucks. It's that because the value of the Satoshis is increasing, so it lessens. So in my faucet videos where I teach people how to earn free money, go and check them out. I'm up to about $100 a month in free Bitcoin. When the price of Bitcoin goes up, there's less Satoshis because the Satoshis carry a higher value. That's why you see Bitcoin's volume lessening and all of the stable coins ramping up when Bitcoin's price goes up. So when Bitcoin's price goes backwards, the Satoshis go up because it needs more Satoshis to equal the value. And that's why you see coins that are only still stuck with an Ethereum or Bitcoin trading pair, they're getting punished right now as the prices keep ramping up. So it's until some of these get more trading pairs, a lot of these really good projects from the past 1 year that survived, they're going to take it on the chin for quite a while. So, oh, gross, Bitcoin just dropped between 11.7 there. But anyways, that's all we wanted to come and show you guys, is where are you sitting? What kind of position are you putting yourself in for the long run? Are you day trading? Are you swing trading? Are you long term? Are you mixing and mashing like I am out of there? How are you trying to get ahead in the game? I'm tired of waiting for my altcoins. Oh, the other thing we wanted to talk about was altcoin season. Or the two things before we get out of here. Altcoin season and what was the other one I heard last night? So when we saw the price of Bitcoin break through 11,000, we said, just watch. All these social media people are going to come out. So I spent like 3 hours watching the price of Bitcoin last night and just going through random YouTube guys, punched in crypto or whatever. I just went through hundreds of channels, and you wouldn't believe the vast majority for the last 2 days, for say August 5th, 4th, 5th, and 6th, the amount of channels that come out and said Bitcoin's going to hit 100 grand, Bitcoin's going up to 120,000. Is the click? I do not subscribe to anybody anymore in cryptocurrency other than Doug Polk. I wish the guy would stop playing poker and just do crypto videos, because I love his material. He brings a joking side and a serious side at the same time, whereas again, virtually everybody else in this market is pretty freaking clueless and really has no idea on what the market is or what the market actually does. And so when I'm going through it and I'm hearing 100K BTC all over the place, I'm just ready to puke my guts out. And then the other question I've seen so many times is alt season. Are we ever going to have another alt season? And I'm going to come out and say no. The reason I'm going to say no is the reason there was an alt season to begin with is because Bitcoin was sitting at between $3,000 and $5,000. Therefore, the Satoshi level was so bloody high, it made everything look attractive. And people didn't understand when the price of Bitcoin ramped up, your Satoshi level was going backwards, and it really panicked a lot of people. And they still, to this day, still don't understand how the Satoshi level works as Bitcoin rises and Bitcoin goes goes back and the value of those Satoshis as you're trading in and out of Bitcoin and a stable coin. So I'm going to say no. The only way we're going to get another altcoin run like we seen way back when is if Bitcoin literally tanks backwards to probably $7,500, which I personally don't see. I could see us going back to that 9K point at some point, maybe later this month or maybe in early September-ish. But like I've said the whole year, by the time we hit the middle of September, whatever the lowest price we've seen in Bitcoin up to the middle of September is, that's probably going to be the lowest price for the entire year, and more than likely the lowest price we will ever see in our lifetime and the lifetime of Bitcoin itself. So look at that. Bitcoin bounced to 11.69 and it fights right back. Such awesome sign. So I haven't got much more for you guys. We just wanted to come out and talk trading, a little bit of good news in the market, where are you standing, things to watch out for, always the pitfalls of this market. Be careful, be safe. You've got to do some reading. You got to use Google. Google is your friend. Please use the damn thing. And as always, make sure you're always checking that address bar because you don't want to hit enter. There's nobody in crypto that you can complain to about getting your money back by making a self-inflicted error. So that's all we got for you guys today. Go out there, be safe, trade safe, make some smart choices, be careful with everything you do, double check it all. And we'll come out here. We'll see you on later on this week. This is 88 Fantastic, showing you how to take a bite out of the cryptocurrency market. Take care, y'all.